So I was making small talk with my 22-year-old coworker. I asked him if he had any big plans for the weekend. He said he's going to get up with a few friends. And I asked him, "Oh, are you going to go out dancing?" And he said to me, "No, he doesn't go out dancing. He doesn't dance at all because he feels very silly." And I said to him, "Why is it that? Do you think that you're shy? Is that it?" And it looks like he was thinking of words to say when I told him, "Hey, it's okay if you are, because I can relate. Growing up, I was very shy and insecure. You wouldn't know that now by talking to me and how I act now, but it's true." I told him that you don't have to know how to sing or dance. I told him I don't know how to sing. I don't claim to know how to sing or dance, but I do know how to be my authentic self and have a good time. You don't have to know how to sing to do karaoke. That's what I told him. You don't have to know how to dance to get out on the dance floor to dance. This is what I told him. And this is true. But I believe so many people get so concerned about, they're uncomfortable with going out, and they're uncomfortable with getting out of their comfort zone. And that's what it is. Because they're worried about what other people will think and say. And I know this was the main reason why I used to be afraid to get up in front of people to speak, get up in front of people and do karaoke, get up in front of people and dance, get up in front of people and do anything. Like I said, I wanted to play sports when I was in high school. But the main reason why I did not was because I was insecure and I thought so much about what I thought other people would think and say about me. And that's the main reason why I did not. But if I could turn back the hands, if I could turn back the hands of time, best believe I would try out for sports. And best believe I would get on the team. Best believe I would be successful. But, that's history. All I can do is learn from that regret and to move forward and make sure that I minimize the amount of regrets I will get in the future, the amount of regrets I'll get in the future. So, but yeah, I share this all with you because it's like, we got to get out of our comfort zone. We have to get out of our comfort zone. There's a quote that goes, "A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there." This quote sounds nice and all, but how can something be beautiful if nothing ever grows there? Well, actually, something does grow there. Fear. Fear grows within your comfort zone because you're constantly worried about what other people might think and say. And so you stay in your comfort zone, remaining in fear. When you live in fear, you're doing nothing but holding yourself back from living a life of purpose. Don't fear criticism from others. Fear never living your life to its fullest potential. Life is so short. And yet, so many of us want to remain in our comfort zone. But you don't grow in your comfort zone. You remain stuck in your comfort zone. And I didn't realize this until later. I became inspired by the Word of God. And I realized that there's a discrepancy between what society was telling me about me and what God says about me. I was like, wait a minute. Society has told me I'm not good enough, smart enough, attractive enough, or whatever. But God says I was born enough. I said, I see how my believing in society has hindered me for so many years of my life. Now, let me go with what God has said about me. And when I have, and since then, Since I've been going what God has said about me, I have been living a life of purpose. I have been living an abundant life. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that I was able to realize this before it was too late. You know how they say, because someone gets old, they get older and they get set in their ways? Well, thank God I never got too old to get stuck in my ways, to get stuck in my comfort zone. Because when you get stuck in your comfort zone, you don't want to do anything. You just become so closed-minded. And you live a life of mediocrity. Who wants to live a life of mediocrity? You owe it to yourself to break out of your comfort zone while you still have time and make the most of this precious gift called life. We all know it's short. We all know this. We all know it. But yet, far too many of us neglect this fact. Far too many of us still choose to live in the comfort zone because we're so afraid about what other people think. Like I said, I don't claim to know how to sing, but I have a video on my channel where I get up in front of a lot of people and I'm doing karaoke. Downtown Greensboro, I'm doing karaoke. Do I think I think I know how to sing as I'm going up there on stage to sing? Hell no. I do it to have fun. But yeah, I got up on the stage and I was singing, what's his name? Gregory Abbott, Shake You Down. Y'all know that song. You read my mind, girl, I wanna shake you down. I can give you all the loving you need. That song. But yeah, I don't claim to know how to sing. But I challenged myself to get up there in front of a bunch of strangers to do karaoke, even though I knew I did not know how to sing. I don't do it because I care so much about what other people think. I do it to challenge myself to break outside of my comfort zone. When I used to go to the dance clubs, I used to go out to the dance floor by myself to dance because I got tired of being rejected by the women I asked to dance. So I said to myself that, hey, I'm just going to start going out on the dance floor and dancing by myself, dancing by myself. And lo and behold, I was like the life of the party because all of a sudden the people who were sitting down were now getting up on their feet and they started dancing. And also women started coming up to me to dance with me. Now, did I do that because I thought I knew how to dance? No, I got up out there on the dance floor doing my own little groove, my own little dance and whatever, whatever came to mind, I did those dance moves. But it wasn't because I thought I knew how to dance. I'm just having a good time. I didn't think I knew how to dance. I'm just having a good time dancing however I feel. Whatever. Cabbage Patch, Running Man, whatever came to mind, I did. And I had the best of time. I don't claim to know how to sing. I don't claim to know how to dance, but I do know how to be my authentic self and have a good time. And I tell you what, life is so much better outside of the comfort zone. Trust me when I tell you. I know both worlds. I know both worlds. I grew up very shy, timid, and insecure. And thank God, I was inspired to break out of my comfort zone and get into the zone of becoming my very best. And now I live a life of purpose because I don't give a damn about what anybody thinks or says about me, whether I'm doing karaoke, whether I'm dancing, whether I'm making a video. I don't care. Life is too short to give a damn about what people think. I shared this with my coworker, and I'm sharing this with you because it's so true. Why is it true? Because we all owe it to ourselves to do better and be better so we can make our worlds better. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. God bless.